What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you thought we were done with Monster Bass unboxings for the month, you were wrong. We got one more. This month, it's a themed regional box themed for the Texas rig. So if you guys are paying attention to the Monster Bass channel, and if you're not, I don't understand because Paul and I are on there a lot. You should go check it out and subscribe. But if you're over there, you'll see that they're dropping a ton of technique videos on the Texas rig specifically, and it's to pair up with this box. You're also gonna see, if you get this regional box, that there is an instruction manual inside of it that talks all about the Texas rig. It's full of tips from really great fishermen and women, and you guys should definitely check it out. So I figured, why not unbox it on the channel? We'll do a double MB unboxing this month. Who cares? Why not? The more baits, the better, right, y'all? I mean, that's why we're here in the first place, isn't it? So if you guys like the content, be sure to subscribe, smash a like, ring that notification bell, all the good stuff. And then come hang out with us Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern when we go live. Let's see what's in this box. There's a lot. I can tell you that much. A lot more than that national box, which always just like left me wanting more baits. So number one, you get a golden ticket. Golden tickets are good for the lives over on Monster Bass. P.S. They go live right before we do, so you can watch them and then watch us. Why not? But they also do giveaways on those lives you need a golden ticket to qualify for. We got the Dr. Krankenstein sticker, and Dr. Krankenstein comes from Epic Eric. So Epic Eric was on the St. Lawrence with us. We got to know the guy pretty well, and happy to support him with a little sticky. Then you get this, the gosh dang instruction manual that, unlike most of the time, you need to actually read. So look at this. So we got the Texas rig. You even got oh my gosh, a preview for next month. It says the Carolina rig. Oh my gosh. I did not know that. I'm pumped. And look at the bait that they got up on there. I don't even know what that is. Let me know in the comments if you do. So inside of here, you got basically the Texas Rig 101 manual. You got that nerd right there. His name's Rick. He's the founder of the company. They broke this into lessons. So we got lessons 1 through 5 there, which covers Texas rigging basics, advanced Texas rigging, jig modification, bottom composition, select the perfect square bill color, so it goes beyond Texas rigging, whatever, because there's, you know, more than Texas rig stuff in this box. I mean, this is a regional box. Oh, look at that guy. There's another nerd, Bill Dance. Gotta love all these nerds in here. History of Texas rigging. Here's the tips on how to rig. This is super cool. I mean, to me, this is way, way more valuable than like a mini calendar or a word search or whatever other crap people are putting in boxes these days. Well, let's get to the baits because those are more important. Woo, baby. Right off the top, we've got the Tequila Sunrise. Look at that. This is that Rage Tail Cut R worm. Now, we did get this in the national box, but it was the smaller profile one. This here is a big one. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but look at this. What is this appendage here? So this must just be like how this thing is injected, right? You get this little flap here, you just peel that off, and now you got the standard worm that you should have. But Tequila Sunrise is this sick color, and oh my gosh, what color is that flake, you might ask? Well, it's copper, maybe orange, but it looks like copper to me. And we've got like mostly like a dark, kind of like semi-opaque black into a morning dawn essentially. So it's like a black copper to morning dawn. You get this like purple into pink coming down the side. And oh my gosh, look at that honking freaking tail. That is sick. So these cut R worms are great. I mean, you just Texas rig, flip it, Carolina rig, drag it. You can swim it because it's got this crazy tail to it. You can do all sorts of stuff. I did a whole rigging video over on Monster Bass's channel, so you can go check that out as well. Next up, we got the custom run colors that we did with Missile Baits. This was a Monster Bass X Missile Baits exclusive deal. I think it was 5 or 6 creators on the team got to make custom colors, and we were lucky enough to be one of the few that were selected to do that custom color run. So here's what I want to know. If you guys get your regional box and you get the Burly's candy color, let me know in the comments below. And for those of you that don't, rest assured, I've been getting comments and messages left and right, which thank you so much for the support. Those colors are going to be available on the site on monsterbass.com soon for purchase. So if you love our color, which I appreciate it if you do, because we worked hard on it, then you can go ahead and you can purchase on the site very soon. We'll let you guys know as soon as that drops. We'll post it on our Instagram, so just be sure you're following us and you'll see that. This is not our color. I didn't get our color, that's right. But I'm okay with it because I got good old TM's Super Crusher? Super Crusher? TM is Travis Manson, if you guys don't know. So at first glance, the Super Crusher looked through the packaging kind of like a June bug, because I saw the red flake and the blue. And then I realized it definitely wasn't. So it's black and blue with red flake. That's the difference. And it's a two-tone color, kind of like ours. So ours is like a chartreuse green pumpkin. This is black and blue. And then it's got like some hyper glitter. Look at that. Look at that flash. That's crazy. So sweet black and blue profile. I love that. The added red flake is just like the icing on top. Look at that. And it really pops down where the action is on the claws, which is cool. So I do like this color. This gives us two, as far as like what I currently have. I got to collect them all, and you guys should try to do it too. But we have Debo Surprise, and now we got the TM Super Crusher. So between these two, we got good dark water profiles, and then ours is more for like that clear to stained water. So we got a good variety of uses out of these right now. And there's a million ways you can rig them, and we did a video on that like a week ago, so go check that out. Okay, so wrapping up the Texas rig specialty here. So we got two baits that we can easily Texas rig. You can also do a million other things with them. But then we need the terminal tackle, the boring stuff, right? But check this out. MB just dropped this. So we have the Texas Rig Starter Kit. So they call this the Tungsten Pro Pack. You get two tungsten weights from MB, you know that we're making our own. These are a 1/4 ounce, so this is more like, which is kind of nice for right now in Michigan, springtime, finesse Texas rigging. You get beads if you want to modify those. So if you modify your Texas rig, Carolina rig, throw some beads under the weight. Pretty awesome. Makes kind of a clacking sound underwater. So if you're having trouble attracting fish to your bait, you can do that. And that'll add sound to that technique. And then you've got pegs right there as well. So you can go ahead and peg that weight, particularly if you're trying to get through heavy cover. That's typically if I'm fishing around a ton of grass, I'm gonna peg that weight. If I'm not fishing around a ton of grass, I don't. And then, because you need a hook to catch a fish, you get some hooks, and they're from Mustad. This is the variety pack. It looks like you get 4 pieces, 2 of which are gonna be 3/0, 2 of which are gonna be 4/0. I'd use the 3/0 for the baby D-bomb. You could get away with the 4/0, obviously on the cut R worm. You might want to go to a 5, but you can knock it out there. All right, so that's pretty good for the Texas Rig Specialty. Now, this is still a regional box. So you still get 4 other baits, and they're not all Texas Rig. So let's take a look. So next up, we've got the Alex Rudd edition of the Monsterbass Hammerhead. This is the 1.5 Silent, and it comes in this color, which is Perp Perp. Look at that. Perp Perp. Solid color name, Rudd. So this is purple and chartreuse. Come on. Of course we're going to like this color. Check this out. So you got purple up top into the white body into that chartreuse. Love this. Something you could use in really any water clarity, because sometimes like white will pop in darker water too. This could be solid for all of our fishing areas, I think, and I'm pretty sure we can catch something on this baby. Love me some square bill action. I think the trebles are solid on these, and again, it's silent, so it's kind of a good springtime bait. Something I can throw around, rely on that action and subtlety from this thing. Next up, I'm really interested in using. So check this out. These are called switchblades. And at first glance, you're gonna be like, oh, cool, chatterbaits. So this is essentially a way to rig any jig into, or really any bait probably, into like a chatterbait. These are large profile blades. I want to open this up and take a look. It says try them on spinnerbaits, lipless cranks, umbrella rigs, weighted hooks, any of your favorite lures. So you can essentially use this on anything. This is going straight to my terminal box, but check it out. So unlike, you know, your jackhammers or whatever, you don't have that like bend at the top. I'm sure you could modify this if you want to. So it's a flat blade, those sharp edges there, and all you gotta do is split ring this essentially to whatever your bait is. So what they're saying is I could take my Ozark Trail Lipless here and I could just throw this thing up top. That is what they're suggesting. That's absolute insanity, but I'm gonna do it. at some point. We're gonna try this thing. I think we might have to make a video just doing that. Like take these switchblades and just put them on a bunch of random baits and try them out. You guys let me know what you think about that idea in the comments below. Then we got a jig here. So this is the Queen Tackle Tungsten Hammerhead jig. That is a long name. Tungsten jigs are always nice to have. First of all, I'll just say that. Second of all, beautiful natural color, browns and green pumpkin. You got a nice painted jig head up here. Check it out. This is probably why they call it the hammerhead. It's got flat edges on either side of it. That is surely interesting. And the way this bait's probably gonna sit is more like that 45-degree angle. Got kind of an oversized hook here that is super sharp. Nice brush guard, subtle enough you're not gonna miss any bites. I mean, this thing is well made. I wonder why they made it that way. It's a 1/2 ounce. Wait, whoa. They got a rattle in this thing. How'd they get a rattle? That must be why, I don't know. Did they like hollow it out? I have no idea. This is tungsten. How did they get a rattle in there? That's gnarly. So it is a rattle finesse football jig head in tungsten. That's nuts. If you guys know, tungsten is super sensitive. So you're going to feel like everything, especially if you use straight braid on this. You're gonna feel everything, all the bottom contact. You'll know exactly what cover you're going over. It's awesome. This is gonna be a great jig to have this spring, and I'm gonna throw it in my box right now when I go out on the water today. Okay, lastly, we also got this in our national box, but in a different color. So I'm excited for this one because Paul got this color and I was super jelly, and now I'm not. So this is the Yo-Zuri One Knock. It's the Rattlin' Vibe Lipless bait. So this right here is a craw in matte finish. Like it's a matte finish, which is kind of strange. Also kind of an issue because you're gonna scratch off this paint pretty quick, but that's okay. So we got like a red, gold, orange kind of style color to it. Pretty gosh dang loud. So this is matte Rayburn red crawfish is the color, 5/8 of an ounce. So a little heavier than 1/2 ounce. Pretty beastly lipless. I am definitely throwing this today. Also check it out, it says One Knock up top. That's pretty cool. So this is a bait that I'm throwing right now. It's good size lipless, should work well. I plan on beating the tar out of this thing, and you know, red in spring, generally a good option. You should go throw it. So I plan on doing just that. All right, so that's the box. So let's go back through this. So we got the Yo-Zuri One Knock right there. We got 3 of the switchblade little chatterbait mods that we can throw on any bait. The Alex Rudd Perp custom hammerhead square bill. Tungsten Pro Pack for Texas rigging or whatever else you want. Some mustad hooks. That sick rattling tungsten football head jig. The giant cut R worms and Tequila Sunrise. Fantastic color. And the Travis Mansion Super Crusher baby D-bombs from Missile Baits. All right, you guys, there you have it. The orange box that's supposed to be blue. This was the regional box for March. If you guys are still thinking about picking this up, do so. And you can use the code SAVE15 to get 15 bucks off if it's your first box. So SAVE15. But regardless, click our link in the description below. That helps us out here at the show. We appreciate you guys so much for the support. And honestly, this is a really good box. You guys will be super happy with this one. I've been happy this year. It was like so-so on the Lunker Hunt box, but I've been really happy with last month's Z-Man box. And this box is fantastic. So I know you guys are gonna like this. So consider checking it out. And we appreciate you guys if you do. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe, smash the like, ring that notification bell, and then come back Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we go live. Love to see you there and talk to you in chat. We'll see you guys on the next video.